Alright, YouTube, I know I'm looking rough. Y'all have to forgive me. I just tried to take a nap, it didn't work. But we got some Qualcomm messages, so I figure I'll show you the Qualcomm right quick for those of y'all that are unfamiliar with this little device right here. I'm still learning myself, so you know I'm not an expert. Let's go to the home screen. But it's this little deal right here. As you can see, size-wise, it's big, heavy, wired in here. On the back of the cab, look at that green truck over there. I don't know if you can see. Where's the camera? There it is. That little white deal right up there on top in the center. That's like the satellite, whatever deal, I believe. I might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's the communication for this and the company. But it also slides up. One-handed is difficult. It has a full regular keyboard under here. You know, nothing really special. But yeah, this is our interface to interact with the company when you're out on the road. You know, in the middle of Wyoming, when you have no cell signal, especially when you're with Sprint. I'm gonna keep hating on them just because I can. But you know, this will be how you can interact. Like, you got your messaging touchscreen, you know, that shows that they've received documents. My trainer sent them a bunch of documents talking about our past trips, so that's just saying that they were received. But yeah, this is the inbox full of messages. That right there, good morning, can you call in? That was our fleet manager wanting to talk to my trainer. What else do we have? Fleet messages, you know, messages that go out to the entire fleet. That's note right there, CDL expires. Let's talk about my permit expiring. Random messages to all of us. You know, they can send it to, like I said, the entire fleet, or the truck itself. So that's that, and then you can compose your message, a free-form message, just an empty deal. Type it in, you know, hey, I'm tired, I need to stop for a break, so I'm going to go to sleep, or, you know, whatever. Ask a dispatch a question, or whatever. You know, that's how you would do that. There's also preset messages, which if I cancel that, go in, here's all your preset stuff, your macros. So, arrived at location, every time you arrive somewhere, what location you arrived at, what temperature your reefer's at, if you dropped a trailer, what the trailer number was, just so you don't have to type out a whole bunch of crap every single time. There's the pre-written messages. Docked at the location, departed the shipper, departed the receiver. You know, just all kinds of. Let's see how many there are. I know I use 45 a lot. 63. 63 total pre-typed messages where you just pretty much fill in the blank. So that's how you would also communicate, I guess, on something that's more standard. It's something that you have to do often. Go back to the home screen. Also shows your hours of service. So if that gets over, let me go to me. It shows that I'm off duty. Starting, let's say, 9/15 of the 28th up until now, 6:02 on the 30th. 44 hours total, so I've gotten a restart in. No exceptions. I don't really know what that is. Last 34-hour reset was the 30th. or yeah, 30th. I guess that's when I'm eligible for my next 34 hours. Hours to be gained would be after 8 days, or on your 8th day, you'll gain back the hours that you used 8 days ago. So rather than taking your full break, you can that will show you what hours you're going to get at midnight. That kind of goes into the hours of service stuff that I'm not really going to get into. I might do a video at some point on it, but who knows. This shows your entire clock. You know, it'll count down as you go. So because I've had a reset and haven't been actually on duty since we got here, I'm full on everything. But if I went on duty right now, the 8-hour clock and the 14-hour clock would start ticking away, and the 70-hour clock. You know, and the bars would go down. So, you know, if I had been working for 5 days, all those hours would be totaled down here in your 70-hour clock. It would start taking that away for until you get down to 7 days, or you have a reset, or the hours you gain back. Your previous 8 days. I guess let's go to clocks. Clocks, I guess that shows what your clock is in each country. USA, Canada, or Canada North. I don't know about that really. Graph, that shows, it looks like the paper logs. If you're familiar with old paper log books, that graph would show you. Let me go back a couple days. Yeah, off duty for, what's it, 9 hours, 8.5 hours, yeah, something like that. And then on duty here, off duty again, on duty, off duty, on duty, off duty, driving, on duty, off duty. So that's how that works. Nothing really too complicated or whatever. Your day log, I guess that just shows what you've done that day. Your 8 days, that shows what you've done the previous 8 days. So I could go down here to the bottom and see what I would get back. But because I've had a restart in, it really doesn't matter. But you can see back on the 23rd, I drove 152 miles, 3 hours, 8 minutes of driving, and 35 minutes, sorry, 7 hours, 35 minutes on duty total. And so you can go back 8 days to see what you've done. Approve is just showing, I guess you're okaying, you're signing off on all the logs that have been saved in there or whatever. But like I said, I'm off duty now. If I wanted to change that, I'd go in here and change it, go to on duty or sleeper berth or whatever, and then okay it, and then that would put me on duty. So that's the hours section. Go back home. Navigation, pretty straightforward. I don't know if I'll be able to actually log anything because we don't have a load, but we'll see. I would go to dispatch. Yeah, there is no dispatch load, so I guess you can't do that. But yeah, it's a navigation, just like our GPS up here. Sometimes it's different than the GPS we have up there for whatever reasons, whether it's avoiding tolls or other stuff, I guess. I'm not really positive. Trailer management. We're not connected to a trailer. I'm not really sure what all it says in there. I don't remember. It's something I don't really use too much. Login. So right now I think my trainer's logged in. Yeah, he's the active driver. So if I was going to drive, I would have to log myself in, and I'd put my driver code in and all that. Performance monitoring. This will show our miles per gallon, fuel usage, the distance we went, engine time, all that stuff. Violations, performance, odometer, you know. Scanning, I have no idea what that is. Because, yeah, I guess maybe if you have like a wireless scanner, or like if it's networked through a scanner or something, maybe, I don't know. That guy, I'll kind of film him from the back. He looks like my boy Ryan Blanchard. Blonde, long hair. I think Blanchard's hair is like 5 times as long because he's a metalhead. Off topic, yeah. So scanning, yeah, I guess that's if you have like a scanner hooked up, you can scan your paperwork in. Web browser, I guess you could go online maybe. Vehicle maintenance, I don't know. I never go to the screen, so I don't really know what's up with it. I guess maybe you could type in what's wrong or something for maintenance, or that's where maintenance puts stuff, or I don't know. Alarm clock, I'm sure that's pretty self-explanatory. Settings, I guess there's settings you can change. Language, speaker, volume, time zone, displays, printers. So, okay, there's settings. System, I don't know, MCP, training. I guess that's maybe like a how-to on all this stuff. Yeah, alright. That's interesting, I didn't know it had that. You know, so once I get my own truck, I might look into some of that stuff I'm not familiar with. Critical event reporting, I guess if you slam the brake too hard or whatever, it might say something. Oh, I guess you have to say something about the critical event. Let me back that up. In games, like I said in the other video, free cell, hearts, minesweeper, pinball, spider solitaire, you know, just like an old Windows computer. But that's Qualcomm in a nutshell. Like I said, pretty basic. You use it every day for the most part. And it just sits up here. If I was training, I'd probably, or had my own truck, it'd probably be like that guy's. Oh, you can't see it. I'm not trying to zoom in on his stuff, but I'd probably get it out facing more towards me and like have a little circle around here. But because I'll do a lot of it while he's driving, you know, we kind of have it towards the middle. So yeah, Qualcomm. Woo. I was bored trying to do this pre-trip stuff, so I decided I'd make this video since it kicked on for some messages. So that's your Qualcomm quick little deal tutorial. So don't say I never did nothing for you. Later.